Very interested to see how this Neon Phoenix look works for Furia. We've seen tons of different teams running this. I think it fits them. It seems like it would suit them.
Yeah.
But NRG are one of the best teams in the world on this map.
Set up towards mid here. NRG looking to receive some form of aggression. And Mada takes point. The bullets though go straight to the head, and that is going to be that saturation. Lay it down, stuns on top of it, ensuring there's no quick follow-up.
God, that's much harder to get the saturation out in time there. Well played by Mada.
Barely gets out of dodge there, just going to be retreating to safety, and it looks like a full retake setup over towards A. Fear will have access to most of this side, but there's a bit of a punish onto Alim.
What a shot.
Nasty shot.
Great plant position, though, from Furia. Open to Art and A main. Will allow them to get really good post-plant positions here. If Kiko could take down Nerve on the flank, that would make a massive difference.
Extremely disciplined, though, from either side. Nerve has got his eye on it, just with the jiggle. Spots it. Tension drawn. NRG, though, are making moves over towards this side, already gaining a bit of ground. It's a tap to try and pull out some form of his util. Wall 10 flying forwards, but that's our flank. Dealt with. Nerve's gone still. Art's in an EU. Kicking and active now, looking to see if they can put a stop to most of this, but bullets still raining down on them. Shot through the box. It's a lot of damage done. Art, he's got a lot on his plate. Addison just can't quite do it. Not against NRG. Pissed around early on for them.
So crucial there that NRG both managed to take down the Astra with pull disabled, and then are able to get half on the defuse as well. Kiko is inside his monitor. Bro's living in the Matrix.
Yeah, but he's fiddling with the audio.
Yeah, he's leaning over to.
One enemy remaining.
Don't really think about that as a piece of post-plant util to deny the defuse. But
Yeah.
he just threw it out.
It actually does a ton of damage if you can land it onto somebody.
Yeah.
Bonka very happy there with success on this map. And Ares being picked up by Brock. For all that he's known for these kind of spam weapons, he doesn't use the Ares a huge amount.
He does not. Just the one salvo, and all quiet from the rest of NRG here. But now we're going to start to see again those signs of life. Alim, Bucky in hand, he's traded out quickly enough here, but damage definitely being done.
Another situation where it does look a bit more awkward for Mada using the hinder there, but he did manage to get it off, just got overwhelmed. Neon can put a lot of pressure over towards A main.
It's going to be a slow round here from Furia. You can already see them thinking about the long term of this map, how to play it, making sure that they farm up the orbs.
Yeah, I mean, there's another one over on the other side of the map that
wanted
could try to play for, if they want to go in that direction. He's got the Marshal in his hand at the moment. I think it's pretty unlikely that he's going to be doing a lot of opping, generally speaking, here on Pearl.
Yeah.
Phoenix just does not suit that. And I agree with the desk that Koala should be pretty resilient to the changes that we've seen. He's not going to struggle as much as some other people in terms of this patch change. But on this map, you're probably not going to get him with an op in his hands very often. That, if they want to run it, would be more for Alim, I think.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Furia just cut noise, looking to go for a bit of a re-hit now, and the hand is revealed. Didn't really do the due diligence of clearing a lot of that killjoy util, so NRG still have players ready. Here's Brock just spraying them all down here. Ares in hand, big reveal from the drone, and he's adjusting the aim with Kiko by his side.
Looks good in his hands.
That's a swift dismissal, isn't it?
Now, does he have a game plan in terms of... one of the things that Brock is amazing at is going and looking at the VODs of the teams he's about to play against and destroying some kind of set idea that they have on the attack side. But you don't really have a lot of footage. You know, in fact, you've got zero footage.
That's a great point.
Of Furia playing this composition on this map. So I've got to imagine it's more to do with just the general value that you can get from these kind of guns.
And it looks like the game plan pretty clear. A lot of contention happening over this A area. They understand the importance of denying the Phoenix these ult orbs. Bit of spam from EU. They can't contest through the salvo.
I have the spike.
And sometimes NRG are going to fake this. They'll throw down that same Astra utility, throw one salvo, and there'll be nobody behind it. And instead, NRG will be fighting a different area of the map. It's hard to read.
Yeah, it really is. Just one player spotted. It was only Alan.
I like this from Ethan, though. Just denying it. And now, even if they do give up A, there's no orb for Koala to pick up.
Yeah, fine to do so. Stun, Prime, ready up contact. That's a Prowler, drop down, stun will connect. Alim's there though. Pulls the back of the box, already cleaned up Scuba. Brock laying down that suppressive fire, but the Rifles are winning the day for now. Quick little fight occurring, and Mada's cleaned up on the flank there. Deep push, hoping that nobody was home from that pressure.
risky business.
And it's really slow and steady gameplay by Furia. They're not willing to rush into anything.
No, I think this is the right call.
Gotta go.
Nerve opened up B.
Shotgun.
Furia took a couple of pot shots, but then extracted themselves, and they're going to end on the easier side. There's still going to be a little bit of
There's an
danger,
orb
but
there too.
yeah, in a 2v4 scenario like this, it should be fairly chill.
30 seconds left.
Brock's waiting. He's got his shock darts out, hasn't he? Looking to deny the plan. 25 seconds left. Time pressure here. EU. He's going to have to respect that because he is low. Shots from Adzin. He's hoping to deny this pressure again. Watchful eye onto it. Hold on. Kiko. Now just leaves it down to Brock, and he's low as anything. Plant down. Furia waiting, biding their time. They call for the swing together, and they take the fight.
Little bit of damage done. Otherwise, though, well navigated for Furia. They're on their attack side, 2 away from being able to deploy that Phoenix ultimate. They've been a little bit slow, maybe compared to what you would expect from a top team getting the Phoenix going, but you could definitely still have Koala Noob's ult in this round.
Come on
An
now,
orbital kill,
baby.
something like that.
Come on now.
Yeah, extremely diligent gameplay, though, gotta say. If you had any worries about Furia potentially falling flat on the other end of Santiago.
Here we're back to an A-main skirmish. Once more, NRG deploying 4 players in this area of the map with an Odin and an Op.
Early on, over the top. Sidestepped and avoided. NRG are forced to concede their space, but Alim's just wandered right into that. Darting a salvo at his feet. It's a lot of damage taken. He could have avoided that.
Yeah, I don't really know how he's ended up dying to it.
Got spiked.
It was great utility pressure to keep NRG back. Maybe he took a bunch of chip damage from the Odin or something.
Yeah, it could have been.
Unseen. In the meantime, though, Fury have been quite good about getting into double doors. They recognize how many people were fighting over A main and have taken space elsewhere on the map.
It's an instant reaction, isn't it?
And very passive positioning now for NRG because they had to give up mid in the early round. So now Brock's just got his eyes trained on it.
That Killjoy util was dealt with. Drone's going to be used about that minute mark now. NRG has got that info. Brock, he's going to know these angles like the back of his hand.
Yeah, it's a good job you didn't get tagged by that.
Yeah. And again, all quiet, sneaking, trying to take as much space as possible, but they show, again, signs of themselves matter. Spotting it, but a flash in his face. 85 half has to back out. Smokes now propped up. It's an open plan now, open sight for the taking for Fury to get the extension.
Planted.
Now asserting themselves into deeper post-plan positions. Previously, very much offside. Looks like they want to fight aggro for this one. They're holding. Well, these ults. There's a Nightfall. First wave and layer of things forwards. Hinder, though, it's going to be slowing them down, but still the rifles in the hands of all these players. Oh, they're just dominating. I mean, Koala, who've got that in midair, I think.
Yeah, he really did. I think Mata was going down no matter what to the second player behind, but that is a huge, aggressive post plan there from Furia.
Yeah, it's a big switch up.
They were in a disadvantaged position. They were in a 4v5. But the plan was actually quite nice for them still to play passively. They choose instead the more aggressive option, and it pays perfectly.
I like that they're already trying to upset some form of conditioning, right? We saw the one post plan where they were going into very passive positions, trying to play order util. In that round, they just fight them.
Yeah, mixing it up. Take a look at this on the replay then. How exactly does Alan go down here? Oh, he got blinded. Blinded by a teammate.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, then ended up being unaware of the salvo at his feet.
One enemy remaining.
No matter though, because Koala Noob redeems himself with that at the end of the round.
Good work.
2-2. NRG invested with an Odin and an operator in the previous round, so their economy's not looking good, and Furia have a chance to get a real snowball going.
Still waiting.
Completely moving away. Koala Noob has the ult. No reason to really fight over that A main area this time. Instead, just send it. Why not? He's going to be acting as a bit of a human drone.
You street. I can bait you to.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys want back on?
I can resmoke heaven, okay?
I'm playing post with Molly's guys.
Yeah. I have deep right, Toro.
Smoking heaven. One mid.
Yep.
You just go fight with them. Yeah. Drone decline.
Spawn, Omen, or Seba. I gave, yeah. Odin spawn. I try to walk out.
We have lots of time here, boys.
Yeah, just keep holding flank art.
Yeah,
I have a resmoke for heaven, okay, Jenny?
Yeah.
I just with bomb. Yeah, in three, Jenny, 3. Okay, we coming out.
I'm Molly.
I'm out of here.
Reeling. Play bomb, guys. Play bomb. Yeah, we're good. Saving the Odin again? Or...
I'm out of here. Down.
Oh, cringe ass player.
I'm done.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Yeah, a little corner at the end there.
Yeah, a little call out.
One thing I
Love
will
to hear
enjoy, though, is, I mean, you expect that, I think, from players at this level, but there's a level of seriousness even when they're going up against the eco.
Yeah, I was wondering actually whether they knew 100% that this was going to be an eco round for NRG, because there was an Odin saved and a couple of players that could have possibly forced up, but they were very fast and they used the Phoenix ult instantly and realized that, I mean, I think fairly quickly, oh, this isn't eco, and they're gambling on the other side of the map. But I think Koala will be all right that he invested the Phoenix ult, but it does now mean that they don't have a big way of knocking NRG back down onto an eco here.
Don't have a Cosmic Divide, though. It's going to make dissecting up the B site a little bit easier. And they're all picked up, so that's in now with that lockdown earned.
The important thing is, how do you play against the defending lockdown?
It's going to be used, primed, actually preemptively placed down on either side. The plant also going to be full committed, so Nerve going into this. Furia have faith in their long-range utility, something to try and push back the retake attempt. Both teams having to call for a bit of a stalemate when the Venn diagram's up. Oh, and that's detainments, at least across the board. At least one of the players, and now a rapid regaining a bit of the ground. Alemi's eating a lot of damage, though, and Kiko's locking down that one area towards back halls. Jump spotting, looking for the info, but not aware of the corner. Koala Noob still here, trying to play his life in, but that hinder is picture perfect. Nana Swarms from long range again. It's NRG with the advantage in a spot like this, but potentially turn of the tide. Bit of spam through the smokes, and a pull now being played for. It's a lot of damage done. Matter's weak. Brock, though, locking it down. Odin in his hands, finding where this last player is. Hold on, Nerve. Behind this time. How about the defuse? Oh, my. Not enough. It's Nerve who saves the day. Down to the milliseconds.
Mata was so weak going for that defuse. Had to get into a position where he was the one to be sticking onto it. With an op staring down into smokes. And unfortunately, the rest of NRG weren't able to defend. Great play by Nerve there. And also great awareness from Furia as to what their win conditions were. No flank on the retake, no possibility to take down the Astra.
That's very intelligent by Nerve. He doesn't attempt to trade Brock with the Odin immediately. He baits it just long enough where Brock starts looking in a different... Oh, yeah.
And most of the early rounds involved some kind of skirmish here on A. This is where NRG looked to fake it. So one salvo, those same pulls, or the same smoke, sorry.
Similar util, though, offloaded by Furia.
But neither team takes A main, and I think NRG can be fairly happy about that.
Big reveal on a dart, I think, as well. Clears that space. NRG are aware. Furia weren't taking it. They set up themselves here for a bit of a play towards the mid-angle. Koala Noob. Flash ready. Pala broken, and that's going to be sending it, but the anti-flash positions are played for here. Mana just peeks out at the right time. An attempt, though. That's from Kiko, who's waiting in the side of the wings. Brock looking to supplement Hunter's Fury from long range. Skipping a hop over the top of it and just avoiding most of the damage. This is spam through the smokes. Artindo can hold on against that one. Ethan finds the perfect timing to strike.
Accelerating fast there, Furia. Alim doing a great job of increasing the tempo and disrupting NRG. A 2v2 retake again. Ethan did well to equalize things.
He's got a big ult here, too.
It's going to be tough, though.
Yeah,
again, they're up against Nerve.
We'll see what utility's got already and waiting.
Yeah, I was just looking at the cooldown on the pull.
Yeah, one start.
He's just got it back.
Laid it down. Slow take. Armageddon's now going to be used just to clear out that backhaul position. Give them a bit of peace of mind, but it's a big tool to be used. A situation like this, start broken immediately. Time. An attempt at a body block here, Ethan. It's perfect. He's got at least half. That maybe potentially has earned them the win con, but Alim, overdrive in hand. Delivers them another round. 5 now for Furia, and they are getting one step ahead.
The post plants are lovely. They've been winning these rounds by getting into post plant scenarios and then playing the situations beautifully. NRG really tried to scrap over things here. Brock's ult, a major distraction. Found a pick. A couple of players tried to play off it. Scuba swung towards the bottom of B-Link, got destroyed. Mata was trying to play off it as well. He got taken down by a judge in the face. A lot of people, I think, we're looking at Furia and thinking, maybe they are going to be a flash in the pan kind of team. This team has demonstrated some serious ability.
And they just keep doing it, man. Keep it rolling. Outlaw in the hands of Koala Noob. It's a perfect round for it. And you're right, Josh. They have demonstrated that perfect ability, but it's the little elements that they throw in.
Yeah, I think they've just got a great understanding of how their meta works, their team fights work. They're fast as well to make decisions.
Yeah.
Everything they demonstrated at kickoff was fundamentally sound. It wasn't just being carried by, you know, some individual or...
Yep.
One enemy
Not
remaining.
going to go for the disrespect play.
Yeah, I thought maybe we'd be in for a knife there.
No, but you're exactly right.
Flawless.
This is a Furia squad. They've got really well-drilled, I think, fundamentals of the team. We use that word a lot. We toss it around, and sometimes it loses its meaning. But this is a team that right now they're playing with intention, I think. Every move they're making.
Definitely.
I'm out of here.
And they play fast without playing sloppily.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
They're in a great position in this map. This map should have been favored towards NRG. They're incredible on this map. They have great ideas. The metas come towards them. There's a lot of teams right now running very similar compositions to the one that NRG were pioneering when it was anti-meta back in the previous patch. They've got to win this one.
Operator for Mata is punished immediately. And the follow-up from Scuba, no attempt to betray. Ethan's right there. The stun will barely slow them down. But an instance, Brock. He's that last line of defense into that area, but even he has to retreat and still being followed up and through. This is EU getting a bit overzealous.
Yeah, that one is an overfight. He heard the Prowler connect and wanted to confirm the kill. But it's still a player advantage from Furia. They did so well at the start of this round.
That planter's down immediately. They're using the information. They saw that 2 players were there, but this is a fast position by Kiko. He's trying to take a flank on a rapid timing and hoping that it's unexpected, but it looks like Artin is aware of it. Yep, Crosshair was very well trained.
They are shooting today.
They are. Both these teams are trying to hit as hard as humanly possible, but Furia just a little bit harder.
That could well be curtains in this map, honestly, for NRG not winning that round. The opening peak from Mata got destroyed. And then the follow-up skirmish over towards Art still ended up going in Furia's favor. Look at this, the repeat from Scuba, who's got a goose egg on the board, by the way. Scuba's 0 and 6. It's not... I don't think the map is on him by any means, but it's just a demonstration of the fact that some of these crucial moments, they're all going the way of Furia currently. Koala Noob, I said he wasn't going to op on the Phoenix.
Well, here it is.
What do I know?
Yeah. They're so far ahead in terms of the money. Doesn't matter if it goes wrong, really, for them, does it?
No.
All that space on B-Long conceded up here by NRG. They have stall setups here, but Nano Swarm, alarm bot's going to be triggered early.
Okay, this time NRG know for a fact that it's towards B. They've heard noise over in this area, and the Tejo drone is cleared fully out over towards A main.
Yeah. The only issue is there's a lockdown waiting for Furia and no counterbalance. NRG, they don't have any ults of their own to be using a situation like this. Only the 1 player spotted from the drone as well, broken up. Doesn't really spell out the whole picture.
They've got fantastic retake ultimates here, though, with Mata and Scuba. But with so many players stacked over here, they don't really want to be playing full retake.
Yeah, still slow, cautious. That's the way that Fury want to play. Trying to make the most of Koala Noob when he has this operator in his hands, but now looking to send it on this timer. Hits that 40 seconds marks, moving forwards, and all the angles really accounted for once more, but still this is a rapid flood. Attempted the defense by NRG. Barely there with the bullets. Brock eventually falls. A lockdown is going to be used here, and Scuba, I mean, he's just sitting. He's stuck onto the side. He's going to try and make a play into the final moments, but he will fall as a result of it. Plant down. Fast on the flank is Ethan, but I believe heard out. Yes, Ardzin's got his eye again watched onto that. He understands the angles.
It's so clean from Furia. They go for the exec before the lockdown. And then as they draw NRG into a skirmish, the lockdown catches people.
Yeah.
It's so nice
Really
what we're seeing from
well-timed.
them.
I'm assuming there was a slight window there. Because Ardzen was watching the flank despite the alarm, but he must have known that it went down for a split second.
Yeah, they're really aware.
Very aware.
They know that their job is to fall back into more passive positions in post. Frog had no awareness that back hold was compromised too. Walks out through the heaven smoke and didn't realize that he'd been seen completely by a player on the side.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, the Phoenix op is so weird. The Phoenix op is weird. But yeah, whatever, you're up 7-2, and the only rounds that you've lost are the pistol and the follow-up.
Dominating them.
They really are.
The timeline is unbelievable.
Time out.
They are shredding them to pieces.
And this, by the way, should have been their least favorite map in the series.
It goes to show what a month can do.
And a
That
composition
goes down.
change.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, it just bears reminding people that Furia kind of looked awful on this map when we saw it from them earlier in the year. It was one of those that they, I think it was their debut map actually, in kickoff. Alim looked a little bit nervous, overplaying his hand on the neon. They looked a little uncoordinated. And they didn't want to go back here very often. Now they've left it open in the veto, and you can see why.
Yeah. What a difference in styles as well from the previous series to this. I mean, this is as slow going as you can get. Very methodical, always trying to think about all the pieces. Creeping up onto the line here. Outlaw into the hands. They've been tracking the economy. Koala could do some damage to this one, but playing fully offside. Lockdown's going to be used again preemptively, this time by NRG. And a deep push. Alim, he's all the way behind them. Hold on, what the hell is all of this? That is unbelievable!
Going for the jump up onto the box, but Kiko catches a bullet into his head.
Now they have full access to the side here. Cosmic Divide is going to be splitting this one up here. Start to see the util raining down. No sound cues to really be working off Prowler. Just catching that contact again, but Ethan, he's got his eye on, again, the appropriate angles. Good snap back as well, just watching all of these players. And there's only so much that Nerve can do from a spot like this. The pull just used while he's being pressured by too many players. NRG finally get themselves on the board outside of that pistol follow-up.
The only round where Furia get themselves into a post plan and kind of mess up the execution of it, but eventually I suppose one of these had to work for NRG. This could have been the play that won Furia the round as well. Alan coming around behind. He sprinted through Secret. No noise cues given because of the Cosmic Divide. Almost a beautiful play.
Yeah.
I'm worried for NRG with how passive they're playing on defense. Early on in the half, they were fighting over A main, but didn't really take like solid skirmishes. Now they're just sat back. It feels like Fury have bullied them into submission.
Turn out.
Marda's not really been able to get anything going at the start of these rounds. They are also going away from him.
Yeah, they are running away from when they feel, at least checking the money, seeing if he's got an operator in his hands. A lot of contact plays by Furia. They're taking as much space as they possibly can.
Last couple of rounds, they've just contacted through A main and called NRG's bluff.
Deep drone is going to be used by Ethan nice and early, but already the hit might start to come through. It's Hunter's Fury. I believe that's from Brock here. Yep, across the map. That's going to be looking to put the punish onto them. Kualanu's going to be dropped. More damage other than that. Alim, though, is very much alone. He's on a bit of an island here towards the back of the site. Nightfall's going to be scattering, not much to help him out. Kiko, the stalwart defender, trying to push them back. Posture, potentially. He's got Scuba by his side. The damage surely done. Artsin now left in an impossible scenario. 1v3. Overfinding from Furia. Smackdown and punish here, and the spike is way out in the open. You're not going to be getting away with that. So, 4 rounds for NRG, potentially salvageable. If you look towards the second half, they get a pistol round win.
Some really important rounds to put on the board there, as you're saying, from NRG. But generally speaking, that is a dominant half from Furia. You lose the pistol and you're still up 8-4 coming into the halftime. They're going to be so pleased with that.
Yeah.
I think the key is that they ensure that NRG don't get into comfortable post plants in this next one.
There we go. We're warmed up into it. We're warmed up into it.
That's what it's about. Ethan clearly keeping a chipper mentality. Morale is up for NRG, but we'll see which way this Pearl map goes on the other side of this.
On their defense side, they've got lots of opportunity here with a new composition that NRG haven't seen before. Don't know exactly how Fury are going to play it. To throw, you know, interesting looks at them.
There's a bit of a scrap, though, potentially in mid. It's a jiggle. Heard, though, with those sound cues, and Madder's looking to get an opportunity to jump on somebody. Immediate reinforcements arriving onto the scene of the crime, looking to put a stop to it, dropping bodies in that lane angle. There's a fight occurring all over the place, though. Both teams are trying to take advantage of the timings that are being taken. Ethan's already slipped his way through Art. Little deal with that turret, though. Not quite the best weapon for the job, but he gets it done in the end. But Art is in.
Oh, I love that cancel. Really good call from Ethan. Takes down the turret, baits these rotates coming over, and now all 3 of these players are over towards the A side of the map. He can cancel Ethan at any point and start pivoting back through to B, decide to go for the A split, and this is how he as an IGL ends up messing with teams. Can Furia get the read? They spread back out. There's just too much to cover here. You can't stay stacked. Unless you're really confident in the retakes, but against Scuba and Ethan, that's tough.
Footstep potentially heard from the drop down and now making all the noise in the world. Smoke in the face of Alam. He hears the contact play occurring. As the team's in there, he's going to be calling for reinforcement to the right. He's very much alone. That damage done. The right click's just not paying off, but blind shots firing into the dark again. It's Alam hoping for a little bit more. Plant down though, and that's the important element. NRG look to play this one, but do they know about Artisan? Waiting from behind here, looking for the right timing onto it. He's cleared up a ton of space, and it's given Alum the awareness that there could be a player lurking onto him. Players, though, back's not open just yet. They're just missing the timing on one another. And a series of question marks from both teams, wondering what it could be. Alum's position spotted. Albert lowers anything, and Brock just missing a mark there. Alum onto that high ground, never removed, and he denies it all.
What a map from Alim so far. A far cry from the debut Pearl that we were talking about earlier on, where he struggled a little bit. He's grown into himself here with all of the success and experience gained. He plays the distraction on top heaven beautifully, and then even ends up getting both of the kills in the end. I like the positioning from NRG, but without a pistol here, Furia in a perfect spot to close things out on NRG's map pick.
Yeah.
One of those positions where you got the plant down, you got a bunch of kills. I could think about NRG going for a force buy, but they don't bother.
Bit of exploration towards mid. Very spread, though, from the rest of the team here. And just the one smoke off, seeing how much they can get away with. It is a much deeper alarm bot than normal. It's not going to be catching that lurk into lane, but there's a level of awareness from Fury already.
Yeah, there is.
They understand their defensive setups. Oh, there could be a moment here. Nerve was holding.
I think he's just giving it up, and EU's going to pick it up. And
Yeah,
there
it
isn't
seems like
really too much of a timing there that NRG could have gone for.
And the rest of them just sitting
Found them.
quite happily, comfortable into their positions on the defense side. Haven't really been pressured that much. The alarm bot did go down, so that's causing a bit of concern, but Fury are fully aware that they've lost control of the entire middle section of this map, and they've got an eye on almost every single exit.
At the same time, though, they are not reinforcing Artazine at all. Artazine is just calling for them to stay stacked on A.
Recalling my bot.
Fury are still going to be left wondering, where is this hit potentially going to be ending here? We
Well,
know
they've got
NRG are moving. They do have the right read now.
Yeah, they've got the right read.
And they've got the guns for it too. They'll be putting a stop to it. Stun has just sidestepped an EU. I think that shot was meant for somebody else, but Alan's there to help out. Fade and switch, take your time with it. Kuala Lumpur eventually brings him down, and denial of the orb, I believe, towards the end.
I'm out of here.
Ensuring that there are no consolation prizes for NRG.
It's a really good read from Artazine. The fact that his alarm bot gets broken, the turret gets smoked off, and people are chipping at it, and yet he still calls for 4 players to stay stacked to defend an A split. He's got a great idea of how NRG wanted to play that one. Assuming perhaps that NRG just never contact B long against a team that might have an outlaw looking at them.
Now big group up, NRG sending everything towards this A main fight, but Alan's already going to be way ahead of this. He's forced out and racked nice and early. The bullets shredding potentially up into the corner. Shots going back and forth wildly here. No casualties just yet.
That's where Kuala Lumpur's molly is so good. Denies anybody from following up on Mada, and Kuala Lumpur secures the orb.
Quick reaction from NRG here, looking towards the mid.
Basically the same setup from Artazine, right? He's just holding B completely alone.
It's incredibly passive. NRG are making a lot of noise here, not scared to show presence.
But crucially, they haven't made any noise in this area of the map over towards B long. And so Artazine, I think, is still super confident. We'll see if NRG can take B long without making that noise. I think that's what they're waiting for. Artazine's thinking, there's no drone. Ethan would definitely be Tejo droning B long if they were genuinely coming B.
40 seconds roughly on the clock here. Time to make the moves, and now here it is, that Tejo drone that you were talking about.
And I think this should inform the rotate. Yeah, look, as soon as the Tejo drone comes out, now Artazine feels confident that this is actually B.
30 seconds
Hearing multiple
left.
footsteps. Sin getting close into that, but that's okay. Preemptive Mada just spamming it just in case. Fully aware of the dangers that could be lurking around the corners, but EU, speaking of the dangers, he is stunned up for now. Just spotted off into the corner. Can't quite claim that kill. It's all Mada. Keeping it in his own hands, and he's got his team into a winnable spot in a round like this.
A must win for NRG.
What? Okay. Spam into the pillar. It is
Ethan's
must win
weak.
for NRG. Ethan is weak. But surely with these post-plant positions, you've got to imagine NRG got to be favored to win this still. It's clinical stuff. Taking a peek as soon as those smokes are popped.
I think Kuala Lumpur's pretty happy about that. Gets his ult online for the next one.
Yeah.
Alim's just saved the gun in spawn.
That was a nice micro adjustment. Let's go for a little bit more. Why not? Okay. A lot of damage being done here. What should have been a really good round. You got to keep that one. Ethan's dropped and falling. My God. It's a round win for NRG, yes, but Fury are doing significant damage on their bonus.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great for NRG. It's a must-win round, and they get it on the board, but at what cost? Fury could even think about picking up an Outlaw in the next, because you know that a bunch of these NRG players have got to be on light armor or give up a ton of utility. And already we're seeing that Artzine's read is correct, right? He can just stay over towards B alone until he hears drone util down B long. And this is one of the big differences between these two teams. Furia can prep for NRG, assuming that they don't change their composition. NRG can't really do that specific anti on Furia. All right, here's the drone. Does this inform the rotate again?
The rest of his team, looks like Furia are stacked up in through mid and sewers, but we'll find out.
Target destroyed.
Peeking. Nice, boys.
Take it back. Street. Careful, guys. Careful.
Two. I missed the street.
They're Phoenix flooding street. I'm going through on flash.
They're done. Missing street again.
I'm slowing street. Skills.
Find out. Back on, boys. Pillar.
Back on street.
Back on dead. Phoenix.
Back on dead.
Relax, guys. Relax. I have street. Just relax.
Spike planted.
I'm holding street.
He's gonna run out. Dead. He's gonna run out. Heaven. Coming out.
Last player
Oh, no.
standing.
Unknown, boys.
Play back off. I'll jiggle for you. Bring her under Rosie.
Holding right. I'm holding right.
You guys are good.
Nice. Oh, let's go, bro. Let's go. Hey, shout out Sam. You see that flick, bro?
Okay. It was getting a bit hectic in the comms there, but Scuba, I mean, the one thing I noticed is just him saying, calm down.
Yeah, I think it's also important that Mata was calling when the rest of his team should scale. I think that's a really crucial call. Also, the op and the decision to swing the op in order to get the punish, because you know that the opper can't be somebody with, you know, it's not like you're playing into a Yoru or a chamber that can get out. Best case scenario, they're going 1-for-1 in that situation.
Really hard committed. Stress mounting.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to change things. Because at the moment, he's just been doing the same setup, this 1-4 setup all the time. And while his read is good, like he knows when they're coming B, in the previous round he just swung and gave his life away too early, and the rest of his team wasn't quite there in time to be able to win things out.
Out of his own, Mata tasted their own medicine.
It's basically the exact same situation again.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is fine. This is an eco round for Furia. But what I'm saying is I want some adjustment, some different layer to it in the next. Because right now, Ethan's identified they can go B on a fast timing.
Plant down, been maxing a couple of these orbs. Brock's gonna have the ult. You're going to use it in future rounds.
Koala Noob or Nerve would love a kill and a death in order to get closer to these ultimates that are super good for retake.
Now I'm just trying to pressure contest over towards the flank as well, pull attention towards him. The rest of his team also alongside, and you're right, these ults, I'd love to build up to them in a big way, but around like this. We're playing into the final few moments. Salvo's maybe to just flush them out, root them from the hidey holes. As Ethan is going to go hunting. It's going to be flashed up though. Alan with a quick punish. Start again to reciprocate on either side here. Bit of a handshake with that util. The pistols are doing a significant amount of work here. I mean, Alan is just getting away with quite a lot, but you don't want to save it into the next. You do want to go down. So still a round one for NRG. 2 players surviving.
Koala Noob not quite getting there with the Phoenix ultimate, but Nerve now has Cosmic Divide. So big tool for the retake that NRG are going to have to think about. Whether you save Brock's ultimate maybe to play for that, maybe try to save some salvos, you know, so that you have long-range pressure and can wait out the Cosmic Divide, or whether you want to play on-site and use these ults early. It's a big decision for NRG to make. And we do see the defensive setup swapping over for Furia. So Artazine, now that it's a rifle round, going over towards A, looking to just jump peek on B, but still keeping the stack of bodies in the middle of the map. Both teams making an adjustment out of the tack timeout for the rifle v rifle round.
And the dart wasn't broken early in A main, so already this looks a little bit different.
This feels like an all combo.
Yeah, here it is. Convergent paths. Alim seems to be able to get out of there. Stuns, fast lane, all just going to be used to see if he can get the hell out and bide his time, play his life. NRG potentially going with a bit more pace now, but again here, orders Killjoy util. They know it's a bit of a different setup. The Molly over the top. Scorched feet there for Mata. And calling for a bit of a disengage. NRG very good at this. Pauses into the right places, but might be meeting EU. He's going for a bit of exploring. This is an off angle from him. And this could be everything right now, but he's just not able to get a kill. No claiming on that. Mata Wins the fight out.
And now does Ethan call another cancel? EU bought enough time that the defenders could have reinforced B, as we can see.
Fakes on fakes.
But now NRG have full control of the middle of the map, so they can go in whatever direction. Furia have to play a bit more spread than this. Odyssey needs help.
It's a heavy stack, isn't it? Furia overplaying their hand over to the one side of the map. It's all on Artin. Dart's just going to be
30
sidestepped.
seconds left.
Doesn't want them to be alerted to his presence. Still going to be playing to control backside control, but that is a plant down for NRG in a forward position by Ethan.
Remember, the Cosmic Divide is in play here.
Massively forward position, and Ethan unaccounted for, but that's a... No! Rowan Hunter's Fury, that was meant to help him out. Alan now leading the charge. Overdrive is going to be unleashed, popped off. Bullets raining down, but that Cosmic Divide is going to be denying a lot of it. The util has to come in handy for this. Any attempt to try and deny this. The fuse from potentially going off, but it's all going wrong for NRG and also right for Furia.
What a problem round for NRG there. They got everything right in terms of their macro to get into a post-plant situation. With advantage, really.
Everyone note down your observations.
Ethan decides to play in an aggressive position, which I think is the right play. You know that you're up against an Astra ult. E2 Brock?
One enemy remaining.
But,
Unfortunate.
yeah. I mean, deciding to... If they want to use the Hunter's Fury like that, other people need to be with helping Ethan aggressively.
Time for a field test.
If you don't want to do that, then maybe you want to save the Hunter's Fury just to delay the Cosmic Divide. Wait it out.
Only getting it a little bit odd here for NRG. Stinger and a Sheriff forced out. Ethan and Kiko. No spread default as well from them. They are all in over towards this A main angle.
Silver lining is that Ethan's calling so far has actually led to them getting onto sites with plant down fairly well. The big difference between these two teams is that Fury were pretty much immaculate in post plants.
High-low with a turret to block some of the bullets. This is devious behavior, but the Cosmic Divide is going to push it back regardless. Molly's going to be used, though, slowing down the approach. Any attempt to try and stun them before they can get through the gate. Double dash, though, over and abound. Mada's in there. Refractor's going to be wasted away in a moment, but he does get that plant down. He is very much stuck here. And I found it! What's going on? Carnage occurring. And long range now, they're just lobbing in the artillery, aren't they? Nanoswarm's going to be deaded nice and early. This is NRG expending quite a bit of their util, but they have the guns. So that Odin spam is coming in through. Alim can't quite get half on the defuse, and still these players are just waiting for that smoke to dissipate.
What now, though?
Half onto the defuse again. What is the next layer towards it? You just have to face this one with bodies and fighting towards it all together, but the full stick, that's what reigns supreme, and that's what wins Fury this round, up to 12.
It's a cute idea from NRG. We've seen them run it one time before that I remember. Tiny little gap in the Cosmic Divide, get the plant down. In theory as well, you should be able to throw the nanoswarms, and they're much more difficult to break too. But I think actually Fury got rid of them fairly early on. And there was no final layer to that. Too passive in the positioning for NRG. And both got resilience.
And they've got things up their sleeves, I'm sure. They're not the only ones that haven't been sitting back. Upper end of Santiago. Both of these teams walked away from that event quite unhappy. You can be sure that they've been working on absolutely everything here. So a quick drone from NRG. Again, very much all in. 4 players from them, just make sure grouped up over towards B. Flooding with the util here. It's both shock darts committed nice and early, seeing if they can clear some of the nanoswarms, and now looking to back away. They've left an insert though.
It's a different look. Previously, any time that NRG have made noise towards B long, they have finished B.
Brock will be that insurance policy. Just sitting tight. Doesn't want to overplay his hand. Doesn't want to go down too early. Doesn't look like Fury are in the mood for any sort of aggressive re-clear,
No.
so he should be safe.
Really, really passive setup on the A side of the map from Furia.
A drone from Brock now at that 50-second mark, making it feel like they were just waiting over towards B long and now trying to send it flying forwards. But it is just one man and one piece of util. And already, yeah, it doesn't really feel real enough. You can already see the rotation abounds by Alim. He's going to be back over towards A now. Dash though, forwards. Alan's going to be just sitting into his own team salvos, but just head just popped out. Popped off, clean off the shoulders. Alan now looking for a little bit more. Sliding and gliding to the side. That's Kiko removed. It's into the trade, and that is too damn fast. No one ready for it at all. And late to the party is Brock. He was just trying to sell that fake. This defuse Could be thoroughly stuck now with full safety in numbers. Hudson is going to be sticking this, but he needs to get a handle on it because the damage, oh my, almost a world. But Fury get it done, 13-7 on our opening map in this series. Split coming up next.
A great deadlock. Broke on the deadlock as well, by the way.
Certainly interesting. Different look at things. I'm glad we're back to some form of normalcy as well, seeing Viper on Split. We've seen some teams lose their mind, but
yeah, that's true.
Listen, what do I know? Deep flash though, tucked into the corners is rapid and letting loose immediately with that util. They are fast trying to take up sections into this B side. A TP up top, that's going to be accounted for. And a second right click just does him in. Koala Noob, he's got more than his fair amount there.
Yeah, that's amazing impact from him. Mada making a play on the other side of things. They're in a disadvantage. They need a play.
So the aggro play is what was picked up and ordered. All dropped down. These classic shots are just not quite working out. Barely just sailing over the players' heads. Fury, though, dropping down and slowly asserting themselves over the side here. And Mada's the one who's got to get a bit of a move on. He's found a perfect timing. That's going to be it. Deleting! Oh, my! Complete collapse. They pinch Fury before they can even get started.
Mada and Brock combined together for all 5 there. Brock actually walled off Mada from reconnecting with the team, by the way. Mada was forced, once he pushed CT, to actually wrap on the heaven flank. Otherwise, there was no way that he was going to be able to reconnect with his squad.
Yeah.
But he was lightning fast with picking up that second kill.
Awkward, but we made it work, bro.
Yeah. A bit unintended, but like we were saying, it worked out in the end.
Well, he also threw the grav net very early on. It looks like they're going to go for that again. So if you're contesting early B main space here, you've got a Trailblazer in your face. The grav net's actually been saved this time. Brock was throwing it off Trailblazer contact. Previously on the pistol round, he just threw it off rip. But if you imagine fighting into B main early on here, or even refighting now that the sonic sensor's down,
I mean, it's looking clean.
that is going to be tough.
Yeah, it's looking real clean.
And that is designed to try to nerf Koala Noob. Normally, it is the defensive Omen who is going to be fighting in that area. Sometimes it might be Alan. We've seen Neons fight in that area too. But already starting to see some theory only a couple rounds in from NRG about why this comp would work well.
Acknowledgement. Some presence over towards that ramp angle. And Alan will have to respect it. Backs himself out.
Meanwhile, Brock is just going walkabouts into B.
Yep. He's got a lot of space here, hasn't he? Getting a bit of a read that this is the stack on the eco, and he's got all that space calling for his team, especially with the deep wall into CT.
Yeah, he only has to be worried about a single place, and now there's a smoke there. I suppose
Same time, Nerve's going to be able to hear this.
Yeah, but also what can they do unless Nerve is able to pick off 2 in this spot?
Fast reinforcements will be
30
arriving though.
seconds
Alan
left.
is already there with Lucky. He's trying to take that time in, but as he falls off the box, not quite favoured Alan. He's on. I mean, he is in there.
He sees the wall, he knows
Yeah,
that.
no, nade and a grab there. That's filthy!
One enemy remaining.
And now the rest of it should be quick and easy. Indeed it is for NRG. I'm loving the theory they're putting into this, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. It's really nice. On the defense side as well, you can see exactly how this would work. I mean, defensively, Deadlock seems like a great idea to try to shut down the Neon.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Vice being a nice
Seconds
counter
left.
to Neon too, but I think it's very easy to see how that grab net would be very difficult to work around. And the amount of assists, look at the assists on the back of that too. I'm not sure what Mada was making that reaction about. Maybe he died towards the end of the round. He's 1 away from getting his showstopper online.
Could be looking for a chance to get it now with that rifle in his hands. Here it is. It's a refi occurring. Alim, he's just sending it now. Not going to be swayed by the conditioning from earlier.
Well, this time Brock didn't actually get a sonic sensor down.
Bummer
Fell
though.
back. No. They hit all the.
There's a Vice wall right here. Oh my god, nice. There's a Vice wall right here.
I really think.
Listen, can you guys come up here?
Vice
Can you guys
is
come back here?
Just play slow. Keep playing
I
slow.
know, we're gonna go prim. We're gonna go prim.
One more top ramp.
I really
There's
think
2 here.
it's
2A,
stupid.
2A, 2A, guys.
I hear you.
I hear you.
I'm gonna come down.
I'm gonna go, no, stay. I'm messing in the corner here.
Alright, I ramp. You guys going with the rope?
Yeah.
Okay. Flashing. I will flash heaven when you guys get here for info.
Do you want me to go heaven with them,
I'm
Ethan?
jiggling
Yeah, you should.
quietly.
You should. We should all 4. Yeah. We should. I'm gonna flash ramp right now.
Group up, good spacing, and we win this round. Just trade
I
out
think top
together.
ramp.
Just trade out.
I hear you.
We're going 4, bro.
Wait out.
Wall down.
Wall down, guys, wall down.
Let's see the.
I
I'm
have
gonna walk up. Gio, walk up.
Yeah, feet.
Walk up my side. Walk up my side.
I think it's
I'm gonna
tag.
white peek. Ready?
I think it's tag.
Wait.
3, 2. We have to go. We have to go here. Wall's here. Wall's here.
3, 2, 1.
You guys can 3-2-1 it.
Baiting the wall. Come, Scoo.
Okay,
I'm standing on it. Stand on it, Gio.
I'll flash side for you guys. They walled me off, aim in. Walled me off. Wait now, boys. Wait now. We're good. They
I'm
thorned
nading
you.
elbow.
Gio's gonna blind elbow. Gio's gonna blind elbow.
Nade map.
2,
Wait.
Yeah, bomb Gio.
Naded.
One outside. Nothing out.
Elbow in the smoke. Together, guys, together.
You can plan. I got you.
Two side.
Holding left. I'm holding left.
Could be
Back
heaven
care
now, could be heaven.
Care heaven, guys.
Last player standing.
Play one
Spike
HP.
down A.
Keep it down.
10 seconds left.
You're gonna be walking.
And one deal.
One J.
Neon had judge.
Bro, screw you guys, you can't catch me.
That is a massive play from Koala Noob
Oh,
over
yeah.
towards elbow. The 2K. I mean, the comms, they have like 10 different ideas. And then they align on one towards the end.
And what I really appreciated as well, though, is as hectic as it was sounding, is just, I think it was Ethan just saying,
Yo.
every now and then he
saw
adds
all
in,
that,
I hear
bro.
you.
Yeah.
Just making sure there's confirmation to it as well, making sure it's just not going into the void.
Koala Noob, though, definitely making the round-winning play there. They might have been
Yeah.
able to plant for Heaven with one holding. Decided to take the fight into him, and he sprays down 2. Snakebite this time over towards B main instead of the grab net.
Trailblazer. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you want to be going into that.
The wall in mid is what I'm humming about.
Well, you might be able to break it with the showstopper now to try and follow up onto it, just catching onto the heels, but the shot goes wide, and the rocket straight with it. Ethan, though, is willing to apply a bit of that brute force pressure now, trying to make moves, a bit of coverage there up towards Heaven, the squeeze into these B anchor players, but they do have Heaven under control. NRG, the ones trying to get that plant down, seeing for the next signs of life, just trying to take these fights together, but with all that damage, Nerve from that high ground brings it into the 1v1 now as he falls. Scuba has the spike, has the orb.
There's so much time to play with.
There is, he can slow it down.
He could fake the rotate as well.
Poison's on.
The problem is, the more that he hangs around here, the less, the more static you are, the less information you get about which areas of the map are actually safe. It's really unlikely, though, that Artazine is going to be pushing down mid and behind you at any point. And Scuba's going to go back
30
into
seconds
B.
left.
The same concerns are going to be
Poison's on.
there for Artazine, wondering where Scuba could be, but
But
he's going to get the acknowledgement soon.
Yeah, it's easier to play for Artazine, I think, because you just let the plant go down.
He's in the middle of the map. Might be able to hear it. Scuba is fully pushing. He's just trying to get any sort of clearance, making sure that
10 seconds
everything
left.
is empty. But now, yeah, Artazine going to be hearing it.
You're
Knife
thinking,
out, walking.
you're thinking about Heaven here if you're Scuba.
And it all comes down to this. Which player finds who first? The drop down. Artazine had his rifle trained on the angle. 2-2 here.
And you saw that Scuba was thinking about Heaven, but didn't quite realize the timing was there for Artazine to drop into hell. Into a 1v1. And Furia come out on top. A big brawl towards the back of the site as well. Like you said, great impact from Nerve. And slightly messed up in terms of how that round worked out for NRG. The mid players got delayed for a long time because Brock's wall actually stopped them from going through on the B split.
Yeah.
One tendril of the deadlock wall ended up cutting them off from Mail.
The call for the pause. Now we're seeing it again. Outlaw in the hands of Koala Noob. With goodbyes. They do have 2 rifles for NRG to work with, but it's a lot to get through. Trailblazer is evacuated from Koala Noob. What is that?
He was moving.
Oh my. Okay, bullet to the dome. Alan's doing backflips.
Might have made noise going through the thorns. Has to dodge the bullets.
And it's dangerous, real dangerous spot to be in, especially when Koala Noob's there. Prime position for him with that Outlaw. 2 knocked down in the blink of an eye. Scuba, the only real danger player with that rifle, but he's all the way over towards A. He's calling for players to move over towards him, especially Ethan with that spike.
Still potential for danger in this round. But NRG would have to hit some nice shots. It is only Scuba who has a rifle to work with.
He's making moves. There's a lot of the A side. Ethan's just thinking about min-maxing at this point.
Well, he also gets Seekers if he gets a plant down. I mean, they know that the A site is completely open at this point. It's the weaponry that's the problem.
Yeah.
They've got time to play with, and I think they're just hoping that somebody will go into A and walk accidentally into Scuba. So Ethan's just trying to distract with that orb pickup.
It's very disciplined, that flash. Avoided from the anti-position and a jiggle, but Scuba there for the punish. Quick.
Yeah, nice.
Straight onto it. Now the pit online. Place down. Plant Can be played for here. Gives significant win conditions here for NRG.
Got your trail.
You have Seekers, you might even get a flashback.
Oh, here it is, and the rifle picked up. Where's Brock found this one? Reclaimed Hudson! 6 cents for it. He's always got his eye on the flanks and where these players could be, but they're still surrounded now. Furia, we've got to try and find where these players might lie. Scuba evacuating, playing out of it. A game of instincts, just spamming onto the angle. He doesn't quite get it, and that's Shorty eviscerating and shredding them. Scuba can't stand up to it. Didn't have the health to really contest. It's a massive round, to be honest. NRG feeling like they had to invest ultimates, or they could invest ultimates, I should say, to try and win that one. It still goes the way of Furia.
It's really impressive how good the top teams are with their anti-pit protocols. I think it's something that's massively improved this year compared to previous years. And the way that they have one player jump in with the shorty, the other one tucked behind, outside of vision, ready to spam. It's very clean from Furia there.
Yeah.
Brock is one away from getting his Deadlock ult online. I think that's an ultimate that can actually be really useful on the attack side. Swap up the defensive setups too. Instead of looking to potentially play aggressive in B main, they have Artisine covering that.
Yeah, it's the same setup they had on the prior round. They're keeping it simple. Money though, still being strained. There's 4 players on half armor, and again, it's Furia opting into these outlaw buys, just trading hands with it. EU though, this time it's his turn.
Well, there's 4 players on NRG with light armor,
exactly,
isn't there? Yeah. It's the perfect team to outlaw abuse into. NRG love the light armor.
Trying to make the most of it. Trailblazer though pushes it back, and because of the outlaw, he actually couldn't break it. Wasn't willing to reveal it, but it kind of just gives it away regardless. Flash is avoided for now. One shot fired off, but he is strained. Bullet tag down and slowed as a result. The Neon stun to try and supplement, but now you're both stuck into elbow. One player gets out, one player gets in. Alan does need a bit of a bailout, but with that judge in hand, oh my God! That's filthy! Somehow gets 2 in the midst of all of it. Player advantage here to Furia.
Massive assist off the seas.
Ricochet now though, we're going to see that one. Ricochet even connects there, so Brock, wow, he can't even claim that kill. It's immediately broken. Furia ready to respond. Absolutely every contingency now, and a peak potentially there. Scuba's trying to make the most of this in the midst of, again, the chaos, but it's all down to Brock. 1v3 would have to be excellent. And discipline. Fully in control as Furia, always taking these fights together, making sure that they trade each other out.
Yeah, the support for Alim in that position with the judge is marvelous from EU. Throws down a seize, which whittles down the health of the targets that it hits, and just sets up Alim for a 2K in a spot where he really was the player under pressure. If that seize doesn't come through, NRG are probably just slow squeezing him and getting the pick. Maybe Alim goes 1 for 1. It is difficult to root the judge out.
Yeah.
But squeezing NRG out.
It's a very clean game from both these teams, and it takes a lot for a team to outmaneuver the macro of NRG, but Furia doing it. And now, deep push down mid here. There's a bit of brute force to throw into the mix to Paranoia as well. Sweeps, but it does miss. Sidestep for now. Brock is looking to see if it can contain most of this one here. But look at the util! Oh, that's crazy! It's all there. The supportive elements, powers on top of it, and the reaction from NRG is called for. Okay, if they're going to be pushing mid, we're going to try and work our way into A, but they're still working with a massive disadvantage, and Kiko will look to at least even it out.
You have
to a 2v3.
You have to go for a play like that if you're NRG. Down in a 2v4. But now you still need the additional layer. Furia have got a lot of missing info about where these NRG players are.
Very aggro line here by Kiko. As we're saying, risks need to be taken. He just reveals himself for now to Paranoia. And missed Alan, and he's moving forwards now with that. Nightfall connects. Decay is there. Nerve just follows through, and now with the overdrive. It's easy pickings, isn't it? Ult's expended at the end of the day, but a round win for Furia. 1 more added to the tally.
The set play is so sick. NRG call attack timeout, and they're trying to figure out what the adjustment is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Furia respond with a very unusual set play. You don't normally see people go all the way down mid and then have another layer to it. I love the jump off the box as well. So Alim is so high up here. Really breaks crosshair placement. Even if he hadn't got the second 2,
Come on, man!
he would have been able to play in his teammates there.
Bro, what did you do to them?
Alim is playing so damn well today.
Maybe they're pacifists.
It's unreal work from him.
Don't
Deep pit now going to be layered into that mid angle. Plenty of footsteps, and all the bullets going to be followed up where that came through. Oh, Malim! It's unfortunate, but paying a price perhaps of maybe the judge gameplay.
Toxins going up.
It's just karma
Yeah,
coming back to
you
bite
call
him.
it karma, I think, yeah.
Double outlaw being used here as well by Koala Noob and EU. Reading into the economy, knowing that every single player on NRG cannot afford full armor.
Poison's off.
Trailblazer looking to secure a bit of a path forwards up towards A, but device setup has now moved and shifted once
Toxin
more.
screen down.
Might be able to hear a lot of it, just a distant hum, I think, as they're taking that ramp control, but even wanted players inserted. NRG. It's a round where they have that first kill advantage and they're not looking to waste it. They are going to be stalled out though if they're trying to go into this one. There's only 40 seconds left, I got to say.
Yeah, I think Artesian Ultimate should be devastating here.
If they go slow, this could be really worrying, but now they're making noise up towards heaven, and here it is, Steel Garden. Let loose. Overlapping all of them. It's going to be taking away every single section of the guns, and Sonic Sensor, it's going to be placed, an attempt to try and
There's 20 seconds.
save them back. 20 seconds, they're going to get onto the site there. I mean, Fury have got this one anchored already, down and out. This is going to be really chaotic into the final few moments. Down to the elbow play. EU just swinging out wide. Artisan perfectly responds in time, and Nerve straight there. Once more, Kiko, 45 health, not enough to survive that onslaught that was awaiting them. Just the time getting ahead, just getting away, isn't it?
A little bit of indecision in terms of the defaulting from NRG. It took them so long to decide that they were going to commit resources on A, despite the fact that the Vice was there, and then didn't get a proper flood out through heaven. Artesian picks up 2, wins the round off the back of his ult and that 2K. NRG are really struggling.
Yeah.
I think their attack side calling was actually still fine on Pearl. They just were getting beaten up.
Let's make 'em dance.
Here we're seeing some rough parts.
Something going to get harder, man. I mean, double outlaw and a judge in play. That is some devious work from Furia. You know, up against the weaker guns, and I mean, listen, there's no armor online here for NRG. They are all grouped up, but it feels like they're just lacking options. Round like this, of course, not going to be favored, but not used to seeing NRG getting beat down like this.
No, they normally come up with answers,
Yeah.
even when they're down. At the moment, though, they are really struggling. It's a difficult composition to push into.
He's just all the way down mid already, just pushing into them. I mean, the flash will connect, but again, there's plenty of players where that came from.
Yeah, they're turning them into mincemeat. It's such a nice kind of mixture of aggression on the defense, combined with 2 really difficult agents to get through,
Yeah.
the Viper and the Vice. But when you're playing a Viper-Vice composition, you don't expect them to be as aggro as Fury have been. And so there's just such nice mix-ups of the tempo in it.
That's really catching NRG unaware.
Nice!
Furia look elite, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
if you just zoom out, big picture, like how do Furia look after taking a little bit of a beating at Santiago? They lost both of those matches, but I actually thought they played fairly fine.
Yeah.
I don't think they choked at Santiago. They just came up against difficult competition. They've come back in here and just continued the excellence from kickoff. They've yet to lose to an Americas team this year.
They keep it building, keep it rolling. Looking to keep the trend going in this opening matchup. Very strong start.
Koala Noob Ops alone on A.
Just willing to hold this one down as a lot of players just slowly drifting over there on the NRG side, but the spike is in mid.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, Judge lying in wait. The paranoia will at least force the issue, so Call on it can't really play that angle.
And now that they've forced the player off the A line, coming back over towards mid.
Stun though. Oh my god, this is the danger zone. If that connected, it could have been absolutely dire. But luckily, to dissuade and slap down Allen back to earth once more. Trailblazer, not quite broken. That is insane target selection. Nerve, how the hell has he managed to get 2? And that, I mean, EU is straight in there, isn't he?
Again, it's that blend of defensive aggression with the heavy anchoring. Artesian and Koala Noob lock down their areas of the map.
That's just unbelievable. I can't believe the presence of mind for Nerve to just ignore the Trailblazer and take the fight against the player.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Drift back with spray control, break the dog again, and then go back for the second player.
And how tight he is with EU as well. Because Nerve is pulling all of this attention,
insane,
EU
man.
just gets to walk out through vent. And he picks off 2 of his own. That's the easier job of it because Nerve has already done so much. Bonkar is mauled in.
Yeah, I don't blame him. These Fury players are unreal right now. It's lights out.
L comp, by the way, Som.
Yeah, I mean, you want to bring that up again?
No, I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
the composition actually, I think, has lots of good things going for it, but Furia are just whacking NRG down every time.
Well, I was about to mention the silver
at it
lining.
again.
Yeah, I mean, they've got ults online, but I mean, listen, Matt's gone down
EU.
so early.
It's EU with an
Easily up
ult.
this time, and this is something that they've been known for, but Kiko with that DPP is going to be all the way in their spawn, so it's going to be a thorn in their sides. They have to clear them out. Why not throw a bit of chaos into the mix? Might be the only way you're able to get a couple of these rounds. The trade is instantaneous, but it has cracked open the B site. Nerve, waiting, but again, Scuba's aware. The straight past their own wall. They're just trying to fight them all the way forwards. It's a kill claimed before the ult will at least trade that out, and EU's looking to see if he can get a breakage on this all the way. And they're okay.
That's really nice from Scuba there. Another weird situation, actually. Scuba ended up being walled off from the rest of the team. These rounds have descended into a little bit of madness, but maybe that's what NRG need.
I mean, that's what it takes. They tried the slower approach. It hasn't been working.
Yeah, so just rip an Omen ult into their spawn, kill them, repush.
There's two players past their own wall.
2 players past their own wall.
It's just
nutty.
the least expected play.
But
That's
also,
the-
this is exactly how the first half of Pearl went, right? NRG only won the pistol and then got it together for rounds 11 and 12 to get an 8-4 half.
Okay. Rinse, repeat.
Yeah, Furia have been, in the majority of these like rifle v rifle rounds in the middle of the halves, they've been by far and away better.
There's a bit of a gap there, potentially. We'll see it now, though. Full throttle, sending it all the way forwards, and just hearing off the ropes there, that's just a slingshot, a rocket, but again, it goes wide. No value to be gained from a big ult. NRG, though, they do have that A heaven control. They're going to be looking to see if they can make a play off the back of it.
It's about getting into the site without getting caught by Koala Noob.
Koala Noob.
Once you're there, you should be able to reinforce the position with Scuba.
Okay, taking the time to pass that boom bot. They're going to be aware of this. Doesn't look like it. Ethan in the util out. Koala Noob into that elbow angle.
Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, you think you can punish him? The secondary to shorty out, and he is hopping straight into your face. It's a pit to try and reclaim the spike. They're throwing anything right now at the wall to see what they can get done. Decay damage kicks in. Alan will be punished because of it.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy from Alan.
3v3.
He's let NRG get back into a 3v3, but the time, there's 33 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Kiko does have that control, though, of the
30
side.
seconds
Now it's
left.
fully clear. Gonna move on.
Okay, so no pit, but a decent post plant with decent positioning. The plant itself is not optimal,
planted.
and look at Artesine.
Oh my god, he's way
creeping
ahead
out.
of it, isn't he? Just holding. I think he knows exactly where Scuba is. Maybe just got an inclination, or maybe even heard just a footstep, and he's just walking out. Could have been a player holding him. He doesn't care. Spots the barrel. The rest of his team is covering all the appropriate angles, and he's just waiting for the rest of the pieces to fall into place.
Again, the post plant play is way better for Furia.
This is unreal.
The timings that they find and the ways that they exploit these crossfires for NRG, they've torn them to pieces. It's an even better performance
A.
than what we saw on Pearl. And maybe that could be expected, because we were saying Furia are an amazing team on split, but, you know, the compositions have changed up completely.
Yeah.
NRG are normally so resilient, so good at coming back into games.
So hard, bro. I swear, man.
Yeah, he really did own Mada there. Mada's had a rough one.
Yeah. He did
Occasionally I can impress, yeah. This is going to be a really difficult half to get back into.
good. It is.
NRG need a pistol.
It goes without saying, right?
Yeah.
Pistol round necessary here for NRG.
They couldn't manage it on Pearl, and they still made a go of some level of comeback, but you just put yourself in too much of a hole.
Sun's already going to be laying out there. Slowed down, though. He's seen some value out of the deadlock util, but isn't anybody waiting. Other than Ethan, he's found himself that slight little perch, but slowed down by the thorns. He had no exit strategy, but the players are flooding in now. NRG taking a fight to them. Mada blind. So what? Koala Noob just snaps all the way back, lowers anything, but he buys time and space for Artisan to strike where it hurts.
He's pulled out some miracles today,
It's a rabbit out of a hat.
and that one is absurd. He was talking at the end of the previous half about how he's hopping inside the A site and somehow pulls out a shorty win over Mada.
remaining.
Again, by the way, it's EU with an incredible bunch of assists off the back of a siege.
What is this guy?
3 seized players inside a smoke. And Koala Noob hops in and deletes all of them. 16 and 8. This is why we were talking about him being very resilient against these recent patch changes. NRG have to force. They're down 10-3. I was talking about it being an option for them on Pearl. It's not negotiable now.
Well, at this point, you're already down one map, and it's 10-3 on the decider for Furia. The way I think NRG thought that week 1 match would go, and this is an important one. We haven't really spoken about the big picture at all, but got to think the winner of this one got to be a favorite for the top of the group.
Barrier deployed.
You would imagine so. Especially the way in which it's happened, actually. Furia closed things out in good fashion here.
Yeah, EU is trapped. It's not a prison of his own making, but he's making noise trying to bait the swing. Intentionally just bumping into it. Okay, his team's going to be breaking it for him.
He's found a very early timing. It's a really odd one, this.
Yeah, I mean, NRG don't have anybody heaven, nobody mid.
But Mada is so deep that if they do come back over towards A, he'll hear them and potentially kill them. However, EU is not trying to find an empty A site.
This is ridiculous.
He is looking for a backstab, and they are none the wiser.
Yeah, looking to put a squeeze on the players because they're all grouped up ready for the hit into B.
They got no clue.
He's looking for signs of life, isn't he?
left.
Well, Scuba, and they don't have a clue yet. He's found that window, and now dropped down to the floor. There's a paranoia, but Brook at least responds, and he's going to step forward still. Vulnerable up. Wasn't long for the wall there. Scattering of bullets is enough to just put him into the grave, but Ethan, quick flash and quick back away. He's low up. Only so much you can do for a spot like this, and the weaponry is just, again, it's not ideal, is it? Smoke forwards. He wants to make a play, but there's only so many things that you can do with a spot like this. Mada drops down, though. That's execution style. Hold on, Bucky in his hands. No, stepping forwards, but it's all Mada, and it's responded to.
First big moment in this match from Mada, actually, but that's one of the more unlikely ones. He had a Bucky and a single blast pack, but he saves NRG. Gives them one lifeline to work with.
Players
And
down.
he's just gifted a kill from Artazine, finds the perfect timing onto it. 3 players in Bucky distance. Bit of relief on Bonkar's face.
Yeah. It's just the absurdity, I think.
Can they possibly,
laugh.
can they make something out of this? They're still 6 rounds down.
And it's earned up the showstopper. It's a big ult.
What are the buys going on for Furia
I'm
here?
not too sure. Hold on. EU looking like he wanted to buy down, does it? No, okay. Yeah.
I mean, Alan forcing a Bucky implies that he's looking to buy a Judge in the next anyway, and Koala Noob can get a Vandal without having to eco in the next, so fair enough.
Long range of the Thorns. Santalai spotted onto the site here. He's going to use the fast lane to see if he can get the jump on, but grab that supplementary util. Ethan was in safe hands there. Ready to be sent. Oh, Koala Noob just spotting the barrel of that gun. A Judge. He chooses to contest. Showstopper. Flick of the wrist. The matter at least finds his mark. It's not going to be wasted here and now. Artin between a rock and a hard place will be falling, and it's all watched for, all accounted for. NRG still here.
Now, if NRG pay attention to the economy coming into the next round, they are going to know that Alim is running a Judge. And I think while there are plenty of things that you can do with a Neon to abuse the Judge, it should inform them that Fury are looking to make a play in certain areas of the map that are more conducive to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think Koala Noob's the greatest player to ever win the game, bro. I'm not even kidding, bro.
Was that the Brock util?
No, he's talking about Koala Noob being the greatest player to ever play the game.
Well,
No, he TP'd into heaven and dominated it.
let's end in the same play again. That one's in there.
All set.
Another Judge, why not?
Incredibly quickly. This is where Furia's post plants were immaculate in map 1.
An angle not watched for, so Artisan quickly
Planted.
slips his way around the corner, gets that plant down now.
You know, Alim still has slide here. They could refight
Yeah.
even deeper.
And the post plant's actually pretty nice. I want to say the positioning wise still. See, this gets taken with that paranoia. Blinded up. Spotting. What is that? Transfer and control of the rifle. Artisan single-handedly just slamming the door in their faces. Shutting them out of the site. Furia, rapid take of the site, immediately retreating into very strong post-plant control, and this is a finisher, man. Oh my god!
Again, immaculate from Furia in a
Flawless.
post-plant situation, and NRG look, I would say, a little lost.
It's just when you think NRG, they're able to get themselves back into it.
Yeah. Brock's wall ended up causing a bit of an awkward situation for Kiko. There's also a vice wall he has to get past. Artazine doing a great job. Look at this. It's so difficult for Kiko to have any impact from a position like that. And on the other side of it, Artesine, even though he's finding value with his util behind, the rifling in front to help Alan was beautiful too. Bonkar is not happy about how his team's playing today.
Yeah. High cortisol gameplay.
But a great team. I mean, great teams do try to run like anti-conditioning plays like that. Especially coming out of tack timeouts, but you're not going to run it 3 times in a row, I think. Or are you?
Or are you? No, they're not.
Brock set up to stop it, though, if it was going to happen. And that also allows him to get this deep wall over towards A.
That's a bit of a punish. Artisan just trying to get a wall up.
They're like all behind you guys, carry. I'm walled.
We can split A, we can split A.
Yeah.
Guys.
Guys, we need a bomb, we need a bomb.
Chill.
Yeah, we're chill.
I'm making a play. I'm making a play.
Just sit, just
Raid deadlock, raid deadlock.
take your time.
Sky's
2A. Break the wall, yeah.
Sky's got a dog
Break the
mail in
wall,
a
break
sec,
the wall.
guys. We can get ready to go B here.
Yeah, I think we still go. Guys, I think we go B.
I have
Listen
to
to me,
fight.
listen to me, please. Shut up and listen to me. Look at your crosshair. They're playing Sky and Omen B. They have Omen blind and Sky's
They-
playing Refter.
They smoked TP main.
Look.
One more Sky.
Nice,
Ah,
Omen's
one
in B
more.
main. Oh, he's in B main. In B main on me, guaranteed.
I'm TPing new box. He's on me, Troll.
Yeah,
on me.
chill.
Oh, 40. He TP'd somewhere.
Give me
Watch our
Raptor,
Raptors.
I have Raven, Toro.
Not Raptor, not
CT,
Raptor.
right? CT?
He's spawn, yeah, spawn.
I'm chilling.
Carry deadlock first timing. Yep.
I'm outside of cross.
Gotta go.
You're good. Throw sliding cross. Doesn't see anything.
Yeah, let's play it safe, guys. Play it safe. Michael, you have to fight Heaven.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Chill. Do not peek. Do not peek. I'm gonna fight Heaven.
You guys. Nice! I mean, come on.
go.
Bro, you know what I did? I smoked that.
Okay, now listen. I know there's going to be some discourse over to shut up in the middle of that, but that's giving prime FNS. That's giving prime FNS.
It
I'm not
is.
going to lie. That's
Yeah.
aura. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
he had a read.
Yeah, and he's also just trying to control the tempo that the team is playing at, right? They've had a fast early round. They've created an advantage for themselves. And also, he's got a bunch of information about where people are.
Just having fun with it.
Artesine might be the mature kind of calming influence on the team,
Yeah, the
let's say.
foundation of the team.
But you need some of the crazy energy too.
This is Fury up to 12, and now just one more round is all they need. Walking up, they're going to be heard though, and the bullet's going to be going both back and forth here. An attempt to the play, ult's going to be used. Getting a bit of a wrap on, aren't they? Well, might not be able to break that one. It's a nade as well to respond. I think Koalanen was attempting to try and save his teammate. Is that the spike special delivery? Yep. Yeah, looks like it.
This is an
Spike
impossible
down
round.
A.
This is one of those where NRG's composition has worked perfectly. They got a grav net with a nade combo to get a kill, and then followed it through with the deadlock ultimate. I mean, perfection. Exactly as Som drew it up.
Yeah. Alan shredded as a result of it. They're just trying to break the wall at this point, but yeah.
This is the kind of round, though, that Fury can just shrug off. You know, you get owned in this round, and you're like, all right, what does it matter? We have another 6 opportunities to win the match against one of the best teams in our region. Yeah, we're chilling. They've also got massive ultimates, either available or about to come online,
30 seconds
whereas
left.
NRG just used one of their best.
So Fury are quite content. Sit tight here. They got a lot of money. They could have made a play towards it, but it looks like at this point, I mean, they just know it's not winnable. Smoke's fading. But no more time to really make a play.
Yeah,
Just playing with the rope.
Yeah.
The best thing for
Working
NRG
here.
to come out of this round, apart from the fact that they've got one on the board, is that it lets them get better weapons too. Oh, does it?
You said that!
Fury are doing a little bit of
You
damage
said
in the
that.
late round.
Yeah, might be able to pick up an upgrade or two, potentially.
Did they? I'm not sure, but the
Yeah,
Scooper
I
managed to
don't
scoop it
know.
up. He could, yeah, he upgraded the Stinger to a Guardian, but, you know, that's as good as it got. There's that combo that opened up the kill onto Koalanen, and then also grabbed a different player. The ramp as well, aiding the raise nade as it kind of tumbles down, helped by gravity.
No more
Fury is
theory.
still not worried yet, though.
Double judge, Marder and Scuba. It's got to be perfection just to get it to OT.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Sees up at the top now. Kiko. It's a stun towards his back. He's use the TP, but it's an Omen ult as well. As TP's on TP, he's up onto the high ground perch into this corner. Not spotted and not accounted for. Kiko shuts them out entirely from the site. Want time and space as well for the rest of the team to get that flood defense in order.
That's a really nice play. I love that one. Defending as an Omen, if you throw out a Paranoia into that spot and get the TP, there's a lot of different positions that you could be teleporting into, but especially against duelist compositions.
Yeah, should be a lock. I mean, Ethan's position is crazy. Off the back of an early Trailblazer, I think. And straight into the maw.
They've actually been doing this quite a lot. You remember the round where Mada got deep into... Hello.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah.
Yeah, that's over.
Sonic Sensor and a judge, and he's not even going to move. He's like, okay, well, peek me. Please, peek me. I mean, he's destroying them. It is disgusting work. Artsin, I think he's going to struggle to get something done here, especially with a shorty in your face. So, up to 7 now for NRG. At some point, if they keep stringing these rounds together...
Yeah, at some point, there will be danger for Furia. I think it might be if Furia lose the next one coming up. Furia are almost certainly going to use a bunch more ultimates here. They've got the Steel Garden to work with. And if they lose it, their economy is going to be in a bad spot.
Yeah, the money's getting brought down to almost zero.
Yeah, you look at Koala Noob, you look at Nerve, working with almost nothing. So this round makes it real for NRG in terms of whether a comeback could happen.
Toxin screen down. Poison orb
Fury are fully stacked up. There's no spread default here. They're not working the map. They're just aiming to once more exec into B.
This is how they played the attack side a lot on Pearl too. Just going for pops.
Winning it out. They had some Util Prime, but they heard something they didn't like.
Look at this as well. There's Deadlock Wall up in Mail to stop a potential B split from coming through.
Might have been what they heard, I think. The wall activating, and now they're working Mail as a result, but Hudson's just not ready for that. Yeah,
nice for
Shotgun
Mada.
action. It is nice for Mada.
He's really recovered in this map as well. Started out with a rough performance.
The wall's finally gone down. The players did not vacate B main. Fury are slowly trying to put the squeeze into this one. It's not a fast, bursty play.
They were contacting towards the end of their attack half on Pearl too.
Yeah, it's all contact players to just try and not give anything away. But yeah, it seems like there's that level of awareness. Tapping away though. Kiko just can't quite manage with the rifle aim. And Alim is a menace. Just the one before the trader's desk. It was good for it. Retreats back to CT. But there's going to be a pit to play into as well as that plant going down with no more resistance.
Seeker's available for Ethan, and if Mada gets a kill... Oh, Scuba's gone down though.
Yeah, Scuba's finished.
And this could be Furia.
The CT player gone down, exactly. Furia in a prime position to see if they can lock this one up, but Ethan is going to try and have something to say about it. Same with Mada, combining their might once more. And a showstopper sends it flying forwards to once more keep them alive.
Mada grabs 3 in another round to save NRG, but it's Ethan just barreling into the Viper's pit and decapitating the Viper to knock it down. I think makes the biggest difference here. That's a really nice play over towards Vent too. They're hanging on by the skin of their teeth.
My ult ready. Last player standing.
We said though that this was the round that made it real.
Yeah.
If there could be a comeback. Now Furia have got a bit of a weak buy. They've got a half buy into this one. Artizine's going to get a little bit greedy and go for a rifle, but generally speaking, these guys are half buy in here. Oh,
yeah.
Decides to go for the Guardian in the end.
Downgrade.
NRG is still going to play perfectly though. No room for error.
You can make no mistakes.
Toxin screen down.
And so far, Ethan's been throwing this flash over towards A main early on. And if it doesn't catch anybody, they've been leaving the stack, broadly speaking, towards B Heaven, B kind of area. Mada's just going to look for a little bit more information on a jump peek.
What? Okay. Slides straight in, picks up a bit of an upgrade as well.
Crazy timing. Scuba was just putting Util in his hand.
Just trying to reposition. Drifting in and out, back and away. That drops the pit in mid. Doesn't give you a play for Fury to really jump on as well, because the spike is currently not retrieved. Brock on his angle will look to just spray them down, make sure they can shut it all down. The trade somehow getting away. With that against the Odin spammer Brock. It's difficult tidings here at Steel Garden. Sidestepped Ethan, looking for the right timing with Kiko's kill claimed. Trying to find it. But EU just waiting right around the corner. The TP to evacuate back over towards A. They have a bit of a feeling that potentially was going over there, but now they've gone back to safety. And EU, he just slips the net once more. Drifting in and out between it, leaves it to Kiko and Mada. How many more miracles can they pull off? It's going to have to be so to stay alive in this match. For Furia, time ticking. Clock is just counting down. Couple of shots. Hold on, Mada. He's got a sixth sense for that.
He's been great on the B retakes.
The nade as well. That's going to be rebounding straight into him. Nerve is going to have to be pushed out into the open. Hops up onto the box to a bit of safety, but time again. The time. It's the post plan that's being played here. Nerve knows that he can just play this one all the way down, and now it's at 1v1. Artisan versus Mada. Already a full stick all the way through. Jumping away. Mada! Half! And a full stick and a savior once more. How many times will he get away with it?
Mada the miracle worker for NRG. I thought they'd lost control of the clock completely there. They were so ponderous with the way that they decided to go for the retake.
He played to his house perfectly.
I mean, he did. He absolutely
when he
did.
knew he needed to.
And the timing could not have been more perfect. Artisan messing it up slightly there.
4-1.
I mean, he tries to push him just before he would get to half.
That's crazy.
These rounds are ridiculous just to keep NRG alive.
And there's a more tense atmosphere that's brewing on that stage. It was Furia or Smiles or Last, but NRG showcasing no such thing as an easy game versus them.
Absolutely not. If Furia lose this one, it'll start sweating up there.
Smoke up once more. Scoop is there, posted with the judge. Players skirting past him though. Doesn't have another player with him to really help him with any sort of reclear util, so.
Kiko's heard the wall be placed over towards B, and so he's got a good idea right now that things are ending A. Feeding that information to Ethan, informing the stack.
Yeah. Maneuvering the troops. You can see them lying in wait, but that wall is going to be expiring. They did acknowledgement. EU knows that there's that judge at work in the male angle. Sees didn't connect. Just missing it, and contact plays are called for once more. Necessary work for them. Mada though, he's got a crossfire. Look at this, this is devious. Absolutely, he's maybe just missed it though. Hearing all that noise pressure up towards heaven. There's a lot of it coming onto them now. We can see Alan trying to take that fight over. It's Mada. Drops off towards the back. Still the bullets. Raining Mada! Absolutely unreal stuff. Finally put an end to him, but he may have just done enough once more. It's Brock. Takes him out. Nerves now left into it. 1v3. There's no real time to work with. Paranoia goes straight into the ground. Going for the moles apparently, but still does not matter. Because Kiko's there. Same pair of hands from all of them.
Yeah, great way of shutting it down. What a crazy defensive setup as well from NRG. Mada on top of the map, looking over to run some kind of crossfire with Brock. Missed the timing a little bit on the Neon jump beat. But in the end, got it done.
Yeah.
Using the blast pack to reposition and gets a second on the Koala noob. He has come alive in this game. And Furia now, the pressure is on them.
We're still in the game, bro. We're still in the game.
Yeah. 5 in a row for NRG. This game at some point, we think NRG have got a read right now from Pearl and Split that Artisan is calling for a ton of 4-1 setups and heavy group ups in the early or mid round.
Yeah. That's the right read.
But Furia can change it.
Adjustments needed here. They group up again. 3 players this time walking up towards mid. Trying to spot out where potentially the deadlock wall will be placed. They get ahead of it as well. Keep smoking to mail. It's going to be the haunt as well through mid.
This is more of the kind of stuff that I'd like to see from them. Furia running a 1-3-1, clearing vents, go and put some pressure over towards B heaven. Make NRG wonder which direction you're going to end.
Yeah. Trailblazer gets the acknowledgement that they have lost control over towards vents. They probably knew that ahead of time as well, but this wall still up and still cutting noise, not looking to break it just yet. Seeing just how much they can press their advantage. They want to group up Brock with a slight peek. They are just shoulder to shoulder basically here, and they don't know how close they are. Oh, way, no way, no way. Slips straight underneath and all the way into the back. The players, it's disrupted the setup. It's an instant reaction from these NRG players as well. Kiko is going to be able to try to get a handle on it. Over the top, over the shoulders, just trying to help out Brock. Kiko eventually brought down to his knees. Ethan is straight in there again, but he's up onto the ropes, and he just manages to control the chaos. But in the midst of it, it's brought it to 1v1 once more. Mada, that miracle worker. Barely any time to work with. Alan's going to go for a plant here, but Mada has the showstopper. It should be the slam dunk. Already letting loose. No way! Alan! That is perfection in motion for the final round. to close it out against the reigning world champs.